Guys, welcome back to the Wool Lad podcast presented to you by Betcha. Now, just a little heads up on this episode. The quality of the recording is shocking. There's a mic bar right across my guest's face, which limits the image of what you can see. So apologies for that, but the conversation was just far too good for me not to use. And to be honest, I don't think we could have replicated this conversation even if we tried. So I really wanted to get it out there. I think you've got two options. You got one where you can just head over to an audio platform, Spotify, Apple, or any of the platforms, which is, to be honest, what I'd probably do. But my editor, Jake, mentioned that he would still prefer to watch it with the quality that it was. So I'll leave that decision up to you. Just another warning is that this conversation is heavy. There's suicidal references, so please listen with care. And if you are in need of help, make sure you know who to contact. But here's a little sample of what's to come. See what you think.
I couldn't leave my room for 2 years, bro. I was stuck in my room. I couldn't even see my family members. I couldn't even talk to people. The only person that was allowed to talk to me was my mum. The main themes of the psychosis were crazy. You know, I got on a mission. So my mission was to get to Bowden Barrett's house in Auckland. I ended up running because you got all these delusions playing in your head, right? You got all this stuff going on, and I was sprinting up the main highway on the gravel, bare feet, and I was running at traffic, and they're moving out the way, and I'm like whacking them as they go past, and I was just like, oh, I must be invincible. Went into a mental ward from there.
Yeah.
It was terrifying. Like, my whole upper body was just bones. My missus said I looked like a skeleton because I was so dehydrated and stuff from running and all that, and not sleeping. You talked to me 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Would have never been saying any of this.
What a lad, what a lad, what a lad, what an absolute lad.
What a lad. Well, today I'm joined by a serious lad, and man, he has some journey to share. He was a Hamilton Boys star who burst onto the scene, winning the MPC with Taranaki, as well as travelling the world with the All Black Seven side, where he showcased his speed, fitness and footwork. During that time, he had his fair share of setbacks with injuries, non-selection, which is why he moved up to Waikato to play MPC up there. But this one is more than rugby. It's about a journey and the lessons along the way, and today's guest is ready to share. It is, of course, the great Kylem O'Donnell. Welcome, mate.
Cheers, Jimmy. Good to be on here.
Mate, I know you've been someone I've been wanting to get on for a long time. There's been you've been releasing a lot of cool content on your platform, and people have been tagging me in it and saying, you got to get this guy on, man. He's got a story to share. You
know, it's funny when you start to speak your truth, a lot of people start resonating. And all I've had really is just positivity from people, and just messaging through and saying, you know, some of the things you're saying, Kylem, is actually what I'm going through, and watching your videos is actually helping me. So that's sort of the thing that keeps me going. And just, or something Colin Cooper used to say was, you know, leave your footprint on those young players. You know, he always was driving that. And when you have a chance to interact with a young player and leave a positive note with them and wanting them to come up and be in the teams is sort of, you know, it's ingrained in me a little bit now. And
let's go.
And I guess I want to toe talk all the young fellas, support them coming through now. And, you know, they're not alone in things they might be feeling. So, you know, when you share your story, people can actually see what it's like. Because sometimes, you know, general public don't see what it's actually like to be a rugby player.
Yeah.
And it's cool that I sort of got an inside glimpse of that, and I'm able to share what I can and the experiences that I went through.
So what inspired it to start? Like, what was, obviously the feedback's been keeping you going, but what was the initial thought where you're like, man, I need to share something here?
Well, at the moment, my missus, I have a stepson, Marlon, and he has apraxia. So it's
what's apraxia?
So apraxia is like well, they've diagnosed him with apraxia. He can't speak at the moment. He's 5 years old. He can't speak, and he does speech therapy. And while she does that with him, I usually just sit outside and I let them do their thing, and they go in and see the specialists and stuff. And I was just sitting there one day in the car park, and I started recording about something that was on my mind.
Yeah. Man, it's cool. And like, obviously the feedback you've been getting is so cool, because you're having that influence on these young kids or people who are going through similar phases of their life.
Yeah, well, it started to dawn on me when the views started to go up on one of them, and I thought, what the heck, why are people watching this?
Yeah.
And I just thought, oh, okay, it's sort of gave me a little incentive to keep putting stuff out a little bit. Not that it's about that, but it just gave me that incentive to keep wanting to say things. And when some of my cousins started saying stuff to me, and I was like, oh, I didn't actually know they were going through that.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, you know, your stuff you're saying on your videos and things, especially about the mental health stuff, that's really hitting home with me. And then my parents started coming to me and saying things that, you know, at their work, their colleagues are following me and saying, oh, I love the stuff your son's putting out. And they've had similar experiences with mental health as well. And I guess I'm at a place right now, I'm ready to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sort of shy or scared of it now. So it's a part of what makes me me and what I went through. So
It's so cool because every time I've had someone on who speak vulnerable about mental health, the feedback is just always mind-blowing around how many people are in similar boats or they've been, you know, gone through something similar. So it's always so cool to get people on who are willing to share, because I know it's not an easy thing to talk about a lot of the time.
no, well, when you're in it, like you talked to me 2 years ago, would have never have been saying any of this.
Yeah.
I would have been just like, no, Jimmy, like I can't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to open up. But well, a mate of mine, my mate Thomas Dean, he started talking to me when I was in it, and he said, oh, you know, Buddha, when you get out of this, you thought you were on a high before. When you're at your highest, you know, you'll get out of this and you'll go even higher. You'll be, you know, a whole nother world will open up to you. And I was just thinking at the time, I was just like, he's lying. I'm not going to get better. I'm stuck here and all that. And now that I'm sort of, well, I've been out of it for maybe a year and a half now.
Okay.
And like it's exactly what he's saying. Like I feel like I've got a new lease on life, sort of, and I don't want to waste this chance.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to go back to the way it was. So I know that a lot of the mental health stuff, sharing your things and venting and letting things out that are swept under the carpet is huge for people. And I guess that's what I'm doing with my videos. Yeah.
And being able to share it. Well, before we get too far into it, I am keen to hear your journey from the start. Like, hear the full story.
Okay.
What was life like for you growing up?
So life, Jimmy, I grew up in, so just on the outskirts of Hamilton. I got 3 siblings. I got an older brother, younger brother, and our sister's the youngest.
Oh, yeah.
So Riley's the oldest. Declan is just underneath me, and then our sister Rugby, she's younger. She's 5 years younger than me.
Yeah.
We grew up. My old man was a factory worker, so he worked at what it was called Fonterra back then.
Yep.
Oh, was it Anchor?
Oh, yeah.
Anchor back then, and they had a little community which we called the Village. It was behind the Anchor factory, and we grew up there, and you know it was a little bit secluded, different. It was like just all of the workers' families. There was about like, must have been 20 to 30 families.
Oh, yeah.
Back then, just all the same age kids. So it was spotlight every night.
That's
It
cool.
was, go home from school and don't do your homework. You go outside and play sports and hockey on the front lawn. And it was pretty cool growing up there. And so that was just on the way out north of Hamilton, on the way to Narohia.
Oh, yeah.
So like a 2-minute drive out of Hamilton. So we had the best of both worlds, a little bit of country, a little bit of city. Grew up there with my family. And then I think the land that it was on was tapu. So the company actually had to get everyone out of there. And we had to find, everyone had to find homes because we were all renting there.
Oh, yeah.
So we moved out there and moved into the city. I went to a school called Te Rapa. Went through, it was a full primary school, so went there, primary, intermediate, then went to boys high, and then sort of really figured out what rugby and touch was, and then ran into a man called Nigel Hotham, and sort of changed my world up a bit.
Really?
Yeah. You would have heard his name.
Yeah. Oh, it comes up on this podcast a lot.
True.
Obviously, a lot of people from Hamilton boys seem to kick on and go and become professional rugby players. So, it's a name that comes up a lot, and obviously his son's in the Crusaders at the moment as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Influential man. What sort of impact did he have on you? How did he do it?
Well, the first day I met him, I was year 9, and I was coming off the bus. I was late, so I was just getting into school as the 8:45 a.m. bell rang. And I was year 9, and that was his first year at Boys High. And he comes across the field. There was a group of us that were late. He says, "Boys, why are you late?" I said, "Oh, the bus, sir. The bus was, well, you need to catch an earlier bus, eh?" And then from that day, like, I was scared of him straight away.
Yeah.
Eh? I was just like, holy, who was that guy that's come to me? And I was just like, it was like on time with tutor. Like, tutor was starting, tutor classes just before you go into your classes and stuff, 15 minutes before. And like 8:45, probably 8:44. And yeah, we were late. It was like, man, I'm going to catch the early bus now. That guy was scary. But yeah, I met him that day, and from there I just, he changed the whole culture of our school, I think, yeah.
Why'd you go to Hamilton Boys?
Because my older brother went there.
Oh, yeah.
So he was in there, and I don't know how he got in there, but because we were out of zone for it as well.
Yeah.
But he ended up getting in there, I think because he was really smart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he sort of, I don't know how he got in
Were
there.
you guys both quite academic at school?
I don't think I was. I
Yeah.
was kind of, but not really interested in that.
Yeah.
My older brother, really academic, right?
Oh, yeah.
Really smart fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he he got into the top classes straight away, I think, and he was also an athlete as well. So yeah, just followed him there.
And your pathway, were you playing sports? Were you gun at sports heading to Hamilton Boys?
I was tiny, bro.
Were you?
I weighed 45 kgs in year 9.
45
Dripping
kgs.
wet,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay.
For the, we had Gwyn, you remember Gwyn Shield? Oh, you were down here, eh?
Yeah.
So there's a Gwyn Shield tournament, and it's, you have to be under 55 kgs.
Oh,
I think.
yeah.
And all the boys, some of the boys used to have to, wrap up in glad wrap and stuff
Yeah.
to sweat it off and weigh in underweight.
You're still bulking.
I was just, bro, I used to weigh in my tracksuit. 45 kgs, bro. And it's like, yeah. So I was 45 kgs going into Boys High. And then I had the option to play under 50s or play open weight. So I was 45 kgs. And the sprint champion, Brogan King, he was 105 kgs.
Yeah.
And he was the under 13 boy, like the junior boys 100 meter champ.
Far out.
And I was playing against people like that.
Yeah.
So I was terrified. So I had those years of being terrified the whole time.
You must have been good, though.
Nah, I just think I just stuck in there. No one else wanted to do it, I think. But yeah, I had the skills. Like I could pass both ways.
Yeah.
As a halfback, and that's always good.
Oh, were you always a halfback?
Yeah, well, I wanted to be second five.
Oh, yeah.
Because of when Carlos Spencer used to play.
Yeah.
But our coach put us there, and my dad said, that's the position for you, Kylem, because I was a little runt, I think. Yeah, but I always was. Well, I had some heart. I had heart. That's all I can say. I had heart, and yeah, your old man feeds down messages to you about training hard and stuff, and that's where I got the training bug too. Was from old man, I think.
Yes. So did you get that as a young fella? Because I always remember you being super fit. All the testings and stuff you used to smash.
Yeah, I just my old man used to do he used to just go and do half marathons and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But he was a smoker as well. But he'd go and train for these marathons for a couple of weeks and beat everyone. He was a good athlete too, I think, when he was younger. He played for Thames Valley and that.
Oh, yeah.
And Heartland, well, it wasn't Heartland then. They used to play against Waikato and all that.
Yeah.
But he used to go on runs around where we lived at the village.
Yeah.
And he had these those colourful dumbbells. Remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Green one, pink one, and orange one maybe. And he just grab those, Kylem. I'll time you, see how long it takes to get around the block. But he was always in competition with Declan all the time, eh?
Yeah.
Like me and Declan grew up real close, and oh man, we were fighting every day.
Yeah. Was that because you're close in age, eh?
Yeah, 18 months.
18 months.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, we used to make our sister cry because we'd be wrestling and just hurting each other.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, nah, you give up. Nah, you give up. Yeah, I'll give up. So you get off me and then jump straight back on him. But it used to traumatize my sister. Stop fighting.
Did you used to have heaps of battles in the backyard or?
Oh, bro, hard out.
Yeah.
Hard out battles in the backyard, just always playing rugby, any sport, anything bull rush.
Yeah.
Just with all the other kids as well. And I remember when our cousins came, from Australia, the first thing we done was like, yep, let's have a backyard game of rugby. And they ended up being playing NRL.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Oh, my cousin Chase, I think he might have been one of the youngest NRL players.
Who's that?
Chase Stanley.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah. Chase
So
Stanley.
he's the same age as me.
Oh, far out.
Yeah. My name was actually supposed to be Chase.
Oh.
But he got born first because that's my mum's maiden name.
Oh, far out.
Yeah.
Where did he go? Over to the UK?
He went to the Wolfpack
Oh, yeah.
for a little bit, and then concussions. Yeah.
Oh, true.
Heaps of concussions and stuff. Yeah.
Brutal, eh?
And he had I think he had a couple of surgeries, and his brother Kyle, a few surgeries as well. Yeah.
So did you play first 15 with your brother, Declan?
Yep. We played at the same time, but our older brother Riley, I think he had a few games for the first 15, but a lot in the seconds, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, fittest person I've ever seen.
Was he?
Yeah. And it's funny, he just used to win all the fitness all the time. And when I started trialling when I was about year 11, I think, and I was Toby Smith.
Yep, Toby Smith.
He used to beat me in the 6 kilometre runs.
Really?
I'll
front rower.
Yeah, I'll be coming dead last every single time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I used to see Riley just always out the front. Always. I was like, fuck, man.
Shit, you must have had to work hard on your fitness then.
Well, I didn't know what to eat, Jimmy. I was just eating rubbish, munchos and fizzies, and didn't really know what to eat. And then my brother started telling me, make sandwiches for lunch.
Yeah.
And then when I started changing my diet, I started, then watching him, and then thinking, watching the first 15, I just thought, I don't know what switched, but it just, something switched in me. And the next year after that, I was kind of like up the front of the pack instead of being at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird.
What a turnaround.
Yeah, I know. Nige talks to me about that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And were you training hard to become a professional rugby player? Was that your dream?
No, it wasn't really. I didn't think that I could. But when we went to top 4, I think my last year, because I hadn't played much first 15, I got injured a lot. I was in there when I was year 12, but I got injured a lot. I broke my collarbone twice in 1 year and other injuries and things, and didn't have much game time. But in my last year, I played, bar one half, I played every single minute of every single game.
Oh, wow.
And then when we went to top 4, and we started playing on the International Stadium in Rotterdam, I just started thinking, I was like, man, this would be cool to actually do. And we were playing St. Bede's, I think, in the semis, and then Mags at the finals. I just thought, I love this.
Yeah.
I was like, this is me playing on the stadium. This is freaking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and then my old man was watching, and Paul Martin, do you remember Shady?
Paul Martin, nah.
He was the Taranaki Academy manager.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was a Māori All Black in there too. But he was talking to my old man, and he said, my old man said, there's my boys out there on the wing, because I was playing winger in high school. Yeah. Because my son's actually a halfback. And but Tawera Kubale was the halfback.
Oh,
so
true.
I had to play on the wing a little bit.
Yeah.
I started a few games of halfback, but he was the main, he was the goat.
Oh, so you and your brother on the wing.
Yeah, I was on the right wing, he was on the left.
Yeah.
And then Paul Martin talked to my old man and said, we need halfbacks down in Taranaki. How about he comes to the Taranaki Academy next year? And then that's how I went to the Naki.
Far out.
Yeah, bro.
Handy having your dad in the stands.
Yeah, just advocating for me. What a goat.
And how'd you find it when you moved to the Naki?
Yeah, at the start, I was homesick as you know.
Yeah.
Very homesick. Like I was travelling back every weekend. Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, a lot of the time, yeah. And we're just like going straight into it and then working as well, and just being full on work, academy trainings. Oh man, it was like,
it's crazy how hard that. Like I hear it all the time. That first year in the academy system, how hard that is for any young kid out of school. You have to grow up real quick. You've got to train real hard. You're chasing this dream, but man, there's a lot that you've got to sort of get through before you can really start focusing on it. Eh? There's
so much, and you think when you get in the academy, you're like, oh man, this is cool. Like, I've made it a little bit.
Yeah.
But you're only just starting, and you're just, oh, man. But the one thing that I was grateful for was learning hard work ethic from Boys High. It was pretty cutthroat. I think our weekly schedule was pretty intense, and the trainings were still now the hardest trainings I've ever done.
Yeah.
But I just actually going into like provincial rugby from school, I was waiting for the hard bit for the physical stuff.
Yeah.
And it didn't come.
Yeah.
And I was going, whoa, why is this easier than boys' high? I was waiting for it, but it's just, I don't know what.
So you're physically ready, but mentally you probably found the biggest challenge.
Yeah, mentally, yeah. Just being, probably, because I was homesick.
Yeah.
I was just wanted to be at home. All my mates were in Hamilton. I had a missus in Hamilton. My whole life was in Hamilton, but I had to sort of almost compartmentalise it. So that's why I was always travelling back, go see the missus. Any time I got off, I was just straight back home. And what for,
Yeah.
What for? I had everything I needed there, I wish I had focused on it.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking what I was missing out on. What I had right in front of me. It's probably, for anyone leaving home now, as a young fella, just think of what you got in front of you, stay at the province that you go to if you leave home. Don't find excuses to get back home, just stay. Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Yeah. And what was your pathway into the Taranaki side, the first squad?
Sheesh. I gave myself a goal. First 2 years, I said, I'll give myself 2 years, 2009 and 2010. Then by the end of that, I should be in the Taranaki side. But I ended up making it in the first year.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like...
Straight in
but
there.
I was... Well, how the landscape was a bit different back then. It was, everyone was over 25. And there was a few people under... Well, I was 19. I was 19. There was only like 2 or 3 of us. Cody Ray... Bodie in 2010.
Oh, yeah.
And you had come then too, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just a few of us, just like Jackson Orman. But then, it was totally different to now. Everyone's sort of younger. It was a little bit daunting for me, to sort of just in my shell a bit, go to the corner and don't really, oh shit, my phone's going to go off in the meeting. Panicking about that kind of stuff, like just in my shell, because I wasn't at home too, and it was, I wish I had just been more confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you have done that if you were doing it again?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't actually know.
Yeah.
Well, confidence comes from knowing who you are, really, doesn't it? And then I probably just had a few things going on in my life that I was just sort of hiding.
Yeah.
But when you hide yourself, you can't be confident. You can't actually, when you can't be yourself in an environment, or you feel like you can't be yourself, that's when you're going to hide away and you're going to go into your shell. Whereas if in an environment you can feel like you can fully be yourself without being judged or without feeling like people are looking at you, or I think that goes a long way.
Yeah, 100%. And I've heard you talk around being a white Māori and how hard that challenge was. Was that as a kid coming through, or was that when you were playing rugby? What was that challenge like?
Well, that sort of started at primary school.
Oh, was that?
Well, I done kapa haka. I done it all the way up till I was about, I would be year 8. And in my year 8 year, the teachers came up and asked me if I wanted to be the leader of the kapa haka. But I was whakama, I was shy. And and because I went to mostly there wasn't many Māoris at my school, mostly Pākehā, and I felt a little bit like it being laughed at a bit for doing kapa haka and stuff, especially from my mates. Most of my mates were Pākehā people, and I just felt like I was out of my depth. And when they asked me to be the leader, I ran away from it from there, and I think I ran away from being Māori from there. And if you don't accept who you are, you can't even be yourself.
That's it.
And I've only just dawned on me the last year or two that I haven't actually accepted my Māori side. And because I don't look Māori, I'm fair-skinned, freckles, ginger hair, half Irish as well. I just felt like I didn't really fit in. I felt like, oh no, I can't do that because I don't look the way I'm supposed to look.
Yeah.
So it went through all my high school years. Like I had at lunchtime I had like a white group of mates, Māori group of mates down there, and I'd go in between, and then sometimes I try and bring them together in a game of touch. And then the Māori boys always ruin it. So I start breaking the rules, start fending, kicking on the lasts. And with my white mates, they're sort of about, structure and the rules and sticking. They'd play hard, and the Māori boys would come down, muck around, and just turned into, it was just like, oh, man. But I'd always go between both lots, and then that's the cool thing about rugby, though, is it brings all the cultures together. And that was the thing about Boys High, was it didn't matter what colour you were, it didn't matter what your background was. We were all just there for the team.
Yeah.
And that was that's sort of Nigel's main thing is the team comes first. I'll never forget this, bro. I was late to a sevens tournament out in Cambridge. I was out with my mate the night before, my mate Jesse McQueen. He won't mind me saying that. He's a good fella. They call him Duck. But I was out. We used to always drink together, but on rugby nights I wouldn't drink. Yeah. I was a party boy back when I was at school. Yeah. Pretty bad.
How old? What age did you start getting into that sort of stuff?
19.
Oh, 18,
because I stayed 18. 2nd, 7th form.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I didn't know town was a thing. Yeah. So I turned 18, didn't know what it was. Yeah. And then like halfway through I was 18, I went to town. I was like, what is this? This is cool. And then it led to going out Thursday nights and then having a break on the Friday, sometimes not, going out Saturday nights after games and stuff. And and then I was late to this sevens tournament because I went out with my mate. I was drinking Powerade, but I was filling the beer bottles up. Oh, the KG beer bottle. We just drink KG beers and purple iguanas and stuff. I just filled it up with Powerade just to pretend to everyone I was drinking. Yeah. And I was just sober driving. Then we went back to our mate's house and we fell asleep. My alarm went to get out to the sevens tournament in Cambridge. It was Waikato champs, like all the Waikato high schools were there, and it's to get into the Condors. You got to win that one.
Condor sevens, yeah.
And then alarm went. Yeah, I'm on time, and I snoozed it. Bro, crashed out for another hour. Oh, bro. And then I woke up. Bro, Jesse, where's your keys? I gotta go. Oh man, I got to the tournament. Oh, and then straight away when I got there, Nigel's just staring at me. I was like, oh. And I had to explain to the boys why I was late and all that, and where I'd been, but to my surprise, I never seen him let somebody play still. Yeah. Usually send them home and he's done with them. Usually they're gone out of the team. But I don't know what he let me explain myself, and I did to the team, and that's when I learned, shit, man, you can't do that kind of thing. You can't be late for things. And
is that when you got into the sevens setup, or you knew you were going to start potentially going down that sevens route? You had sevens game.
Well, I loved touch. Yeah, so I loved open, playing off the cuff and instinctual stuff, and reading plays and late cuts and all that kind of thing. Yeah. And that just translated to the sevens, and I loved it. And I just loved being able to, pushing yourself physically, and that's what sevens and touch does to you, especially the cardiovascular system. As you know. But I just loved it. And
it's cool because did you make New Zealand sevens first?
Nah. That was,
what year was that?
That was you were in there first.
Was it 2012?
2012.
2012, yeah.
Yeah, you were playing sweeper. And then you came back for the Canes.
That's right, yeah.
And then Titch gave me the call up.
So you weren't in the squad until I left?
Yeah.
Oh, far out.
Yep. So
that's cool.
You guys were over in Dubai.
That's right.
And I was in the tournament just on the outskirts.
Yeah.
Outside the stadium.
Oh, yeah.
And I seen Titch there. And I think it's because he saw me there that day. He thought, he's already over here, and you guys just gone to Port Elizabeth, South Africa. Yeah. And then it was weird, bro, because I was on the piss.
Oh, yeah.
I was drinking. And I was in Dubai, and I was with the Templars, a team that's based in London. Some family runs the Templars, good fellas, Rob, and I've got his last name. But Titch called me when you went home. He said, hey, and I was hungover. And my mate Matt Kenny, he was my here's my roomie. Phone was ringing. I don't know how he knew what room. I don't know, bro. They know
knows,
these things.
man.
Yeah. Hello. I thought I was late for a meeting or something. You know. He's like, hey, Buds is here. Is Titch here? Yeah, you want to come over to South Africa, mate? Oh yeah. All right, straight from there, straight over on the plane, eh?
How'd you find it?
Oh, I loved it, eh? It was mean. Like I wasn't taking, because it was such a rush, I didn't have time to think about it.
Yeah.
And if I had time to think about it, I probably would have overthought it and been nervous and all that.
Yeah. Was that something that's always sort of been part of your game, is the overthinking side of it? Like you mentioned how quickly that happened, but if you had have had more time, how different that might have been?
Yeah, I think a lot of stuff, you know, you can talk yourself out of things, eh? And I think that's a lot of the stuff from me, especially because my first 4 years at Taranaki, I didn't really get a game. Like I was coming off the bench like 2009 to 2012, and you came in 2010, eh?
Yep.
Yeah. So I remember seeing you at the stadium doing your practice kicking and stuff. Yeah, and I used to come down for training. I was like, oh shit, who's that? I met you, and you had a bag of balls, and you out there in the. How come he's training in the daytime? How much money is he getting? I was coming in from work, so what's going on here? But then I was like, but from there, I no games, and then always in your mind you think, am I good enough? Am I actually? Oh shit, I don't actually know. I think one time in 2009, I sat on the bench for I think 4 games in a row and never got on.
That's tough.
Yeah, and I was just like. And I just kept thinking, it's coming, but it never came. And that was 4 years down in the Naki. I was just like, oh, man. And you start to sort of believe that you're not going to get in, and it becomes a routine. So, like, selections coming up, I'm not going to get in, whatever, you know.
Sounds like you didn't have someone who backed you. You didn't feel like anyone backed you, you know, like when you're not getting put on, you feel like, they don't have confidence in me to do the job. Yeah. And then you felt like you didn't have confidence in yourself, and you sort of went down that path. Yeah, I did. And I think the way that I didn't use it, like now, being older and stuff and wiser, hindsight, I would have just sat down with the coach. What do you need me to do? Yeah. Oh, well, you know, you get that thing and they go, oh, you know, you need experience. I'm young, how do I get that? Yeah.
You can't get it.
You're not putting me on.
You can't get it. But I would have just sat down and really picked their brains of what they wanted to see. But me, when I was younger, I was so shy, bro. Like, I was so, like, always shy. Never really spoke. And the way that I would show was to train harder physically. So I started training harder physically. And I'm going to win the bench press thing. I'll win the pull-ups. I'll get the heaviest squat. I'll try and get the best beep. Yeah. And I'll try and get the fastest 10 and 40-meter time. All of that. And then, that doesn't really show that you're getting better. And I ignored the academic side of rugby. Like, I just thought, I thought it was a waste of time. I used to think, I used to sit there in the meetings. This is like, I shouldn't have done this. I sit in the meetings and go, man, this is boring. And go, we're not going to know who goes to every single ruck, every single play. Just give Seta the ball, bro. Like stuff like that. And I just used to think, we're not going to know all this stuff. We don't need to know this. And, bro, you do. 100% you have to know that. And you have to be detail driven. And I didn't really get that till I was like, in my late 20s.
Far out. That's fascinating, eh? So you put all your effort into the physical side. Hence why you were super strong in the gym, super fit. You had all those attributes.
The detail was I was never intrigued by it. Yeah. I didn't get intrigued by the detail. When now like my brain, when I see things, I'm like, oh man, that's bad. And I ask people like, oh, why do you do that? Yeah. And I love that side of the game now.
Yeah, cool.
Whereas when I was playing, I didn't really like it.
Yeah, because you were so instinctive, I guess. And your touch background, all those things that you loved, you just like
instincts,
playing off your instincts. And then when you're trying to get put into the structure, you probably felt like, don't really need it because I can beat a man with my feet.
Well, I had the confidence back then, like anywhere on the pitch I could finish something. Yeah. And like I just felt like I wish I had paid attention to the detail. Yeah. And I wish I had asked about rucks and who goes to the rucks and just been intrigued in that side of the game. And I didn't really see the real detail till I got to the Hurricanes. Once I got to the Hurricanes and saw the detail, the likes of, Bowden Barrett and TJ Perenara, they're talking about things and going, oh, they're moving the blocks around.
Yeah.
And I'm just going, please don't ask me a question. I don't know. I've just got here somehow. I don't know how I'm going to answer these questions.
How did you get there? Were you playing for the Mackie at the time?
Yeah, I played for Taranaki. So 2016, I just called, that's like my golden year of rugby.
Yeah.
I played club. Colin Cooper let me play in Waikato for the year, along with Ian,
Yeah.
the trainer, a shadow.
Yeah.
They trusted me with my training. They let me play for Melville. And man, we had a mean year, eh? Just like absolute legendary year. We won everything you could win. The club Brewery Shield. We won the club national sevens. Bro, and Nigel was our coach too.
Oh, yeah?
So it was like, reconnected with him there, and he just done that to Melville too. And I was like, whoa. It took him, he came in 2015, and that was like a building year. Then the next year, like, I don't know how it happened. All the players just came. We had, the likes of Sevu Reese there.
Oh, yeah?
Like, it was just a positive environment, and that just led into my Mitre 10 season. And at the start of the season, I wasn't on the first game against Bay Plenty. I didn't even get on, and it brought up old feelings again. And it was like a repeat of the in 2012, I think we went to Bay Plenty, and I didn't get on in that game either. Leo Crowley, I love him. I can say his name, but he said, "You want to get a lot of minutes today and stuff," but I didn't. And I was sitting on the bench waiting. Jamo was starting, and I was coming up to like the 70-minute mark. I started jumping up, doing press-ups. I was going like this, and I remember feeling like I was almost going to cry.
Yeah.
Like, because I wasn't getting on, and I think it got on for like 3 minutes. And then after that game, I was just defeated. I was just like, oh, man. And then in 2016, the same thing happened, but I didn't even get on. And, oh, man. Went to the hotel or the motel after, and I was just like in my room and just going, started writing down all my goals and going, I can't wait for this one-on-one with Willie. I'm going to tell him what Rick did. I'm going to tell you what's up, man. But I wrote down all my goals, and I was just, I was emotional. And in the one-on-one, I went in on the Monday. And remember they used to have time slots for the one-on-ones?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I liked that. And I was just feeling unconfident and all that. But I thought, no, I'm gonna say my goals, and then I'm gonna say, if my goals don't align with your plan for me, tell me and I'll change my goals. Please tell me. Now I said that to him, and I was just really driving that I'm confident and keen to play. And then from there, like the next game, I got I think 30 minutes.
Oh,
yeah, 30,
it worked.
I was just like, oh, yo. Bro, and then I got my first start. On the third game, I got my first ever start for Taranaki, 2016. From 2009, took me 7 years to get a start for Taranaki.
Jeez, I didn't know it was so long.
Yeah, 7 years. And then, bro, I was just like, after the game, because we had it was a storm week. So we had counties on I think it was Wednesday, then we had Waikato on the Saturday. And we were, when the boys have storm week, and because it was so close, the logistics were so close from counties to Waikato, the boys were together for 10 days.
Yeah.
It was mean, bro. And then we went straight from there, straight to Waikato, and we played that game and that. But after the counties game, my first start, I was in the hotel room in Hamilton, and I was pinching myself. I couldn't go to sleep, bro. And I was going, bro, dreams do come true.
Yeah.
And I was just like that the whole time, like, holy heck. I didn't actually think that I could start for Taranaki. Like, I didn't think that was a thing.
Mate, fascinating. And when you went into the Hurricanes, you said you felt a little bit uncomfortable, obviously, with TJs, the Bodies of the world. You feeling a little bit out of place?
Yeah, out of depth, yeah. I was just, and because I didn't get to do the preseason, because I had a broken leg.
That's right.
Yeah, so I had my broken leg. It was, what's the small one? Tibia. No, fibula. Fibula on the outside. So it's not the non-weight bearing bone. And then I had that, and then I had I came back too early, and my first training was straight into the Bronco. Yeah, I was got the training, and I was like, yeah, Bud's doing a Bronco today. I was like, yeah, nah, yep, that's me.
How long had it
Okay.
been?
Well, they said it was delayed union of the bone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so afterwards, we had that Bronco, and then we had a contact session, and I think Brad Shields came over the ruck, and I sort of was pushed against him and put weight onto my leg, and I was like, oh shit, that was sore.
Oh,
Then I came on, and then I kind of dramatic stormed off the field a bit, like, oh man, I'm injured again. And Michael Fatialofa, he's cracking up, eh? It's like, bro, you're dramatic, bro. I was like, he goes, I saw you coming off the field. And I was like, yeah, I was. But then I had a X-ray after that, and it was still broken. I was like, oh man. So I had a little bit longer than I thought to come back, and I missed the whole like pre-season as well, doing the on-field training with the boys. I don't know about you, but doing all that kind of stuff is how I show who I am.
Yeah.
And you make connections on the field and bonds, and I wasn't, because I had to train solo, sort of.
yeah, so hard.
Oh, it sucks, bro. And watching the boys on the field and they playing all those games, and
Yeah.
I love that stuff,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
I thrive on that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, bro. But I didn't really, I guess I just kept in my shell.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't comfortable to share myself, I think. And at the end of the day, everybody misses out if you do that, eh?
So then what happened at the back of that? Because something went down around your injury, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I sort of had a little bit of, well, my return to play stuff, it wasn't, I don't think it was by the book. I'm not too sure, but I had a bit of trouble with physio.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit with physio. And, yeah, he just sort of, well, he was saying stuff to me that, you shouldn't say to players.
Yeah.
Stuff, and making me feel uncomfortable a little bit. But, yeah, sort of, I actually started to get, like, panic attacks and stuff down there.
Really?
When I was down there, yeah.
Had you had any of this previously?
I think, yeah, I did, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking back now, I did the year before, unrelated to rugby and stuff. It was a pretty big life thing that happened, but,
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about that. But, yeah, I started to have panic attacks the year before. I didn't know what they were at all. But I thought it was because it was confined spaces, and we were doing the altitude training and the watt bike sessions and stuff. But I talked to the psychologist about it. I can't remember her name. She's a nice lady. But she started doing exposure therapy to me and started taking me into the altitude chambers and confined spaces and taking me through sessions, getting me breathing in there. Because when I'd get the hard to breathe confined space like this,
Oh, mate, you're doing well.
yeah, I was doing well. I would actually start to, the heart would go up, temperature would go up,
Yeah.
and just want to run away. Fight or flight response straight away. And I didn't know what that was back then. And I actually started to just get it waking up in the morning. Then I'll go to the movies with my mate Johnny. He's from Hamilton Boys too. He was teaching at Wellington College.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he's down there coaching and teaching. And we went to the movies one day. You know those old school movies that were down there? They're like
On Courtney Place.
yeah. So we're in there, and there's like no windows and stuff, and it was like everything's like concrete, and it's quite closed, like feel like you can't get out kind of thing. And I was sitting watching King Kong, and I was just like, whoa, my heart just started pounding, bro. And then I had to run out of the theatre and stuff. But that started happening down at the Canes in 2017, sorry.
True.
Yeah, and just that year. And then when I went back to the Naki, all gone.
Oh.
Sweet, everything's fixed, I'm feeling happy. But obviously, there's something to deal with there, but I didn't know. I didn't know.
And did you suffer from other mental health issues throughout your career?
I think so, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was the whole leaving home and stuff. It just really impacted me and getting into adult life. And, I didn't actually know what adult life was because thrust into the rugby stuff and you don't really know what it is to live. And, well, I had a little bit of suicidal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was
How
younger.
old were you then?
Probably 20, 21.
Okay.
Yeah, where it got to a point that or with my ex-missus and stuff, I actually, you know, I had the rope and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. And I actually went to do it. I did it. But then halfway through, I sort of, I didn't want to do it. So I was, you know, I had to fight my way out of that situation.
Far out.
Yeah, and it started with, you know, the rugby stuff wasn't going well, and then I had a fight with my missus and stuff, and I was drunk as well. And then from there I went down and done that, you know, and then I found myself fighting for my life to climb back up and be. It's lucky I was training hard because it was hard to get up, and but I think about it now and I go, wow, that's pretty a hard thing to do. Like, you know, thinking about that, and I'm just like far out, like, wow, I can't believe I've done that. And I went there a few times in my career, like through rugby. But yeah, lucky it didn't happen.
That is crazy. What's the feeling like once you're back down on the ground after that, and you just, what's that emotion
Trying to
like?
hide it.
Yeah.
So I ran back to my missus' house, and I had the rope burn
Oh,
on my neck and that. And she's like, what the heck happened to you? And I was like, what? Nothing. But I had that rope burn for a couple of weeks, but nobody knew. Hiding it, and that's when I was travelling back to the Naki in Hamilton. And I told my mates, my close mates about it, and my brothers when we were drinking one time, and they said, they were just like, put their heads down and like, bro, we would have felt so bad if, you know, something, bro, you shouldn't do that. But then after that, never talked about it again, you know? Just one of those things you don't talk about. And when I went through it, it was, well, I've sort of just pushed it to the side, you know?
yeah.
I have, Probably, I haven't spoken about it I think I told James McGurkin. You remember James?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him about it a couple of months ago. That's the only person I've told. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
grateful
it's
to have you share it. But
nah,
powerful, and like you mentioned multiple times. So similar situations just feel so overwhelming. You just, a few bad things happen all at once, and you just feel you can't get out.
Well, I used to put pressure on myself to be like making teams or be a certain. When I wasn't making the teams or getting the game time, I just put pressure on myself, and then when things around your life weren't working too, and you had nothing to go to, that's when I would get into those sort of mindsets, And I'll share another one. When I was, so I'd done 4 years for the Naki, come back, done a year for Waikato, and you know they both said you're not the one. And then 2014, I wasn't contracted to anyone. I played the best rugby, like club rugby. It was so fun for me. I was just free agent, doing whatever I wanted to do, running around, having fun. And then I didn't get in the team, didn't make Waikato or anything, and I thought that I should have. And then in 2015, still, you know, not in the team and stuff. And I was walking down to Waikato River to end it. It was my birthday, bro, and like I celebrated my birthday with myself, and I actually ended up going to town by myself to see who was out, just because stuff in my life had happened, and all my friends had sort of decided, you know, they didn't like me anymore, and then rugby stuff was happening too, so I felt like I wasn't good enough for anyone, and then I was walking. It was about 7 a.m. in the morning, and I was like crying, and it's like, stuff this, bro. This is it. And I was at peace with it. I was happy that it was going to be finished. And I was walking, and my phone started vibrating in my pocket. Look at it. Random number. It's like, I'll answer it. Yeah, hey, buds. Mike Collins here.
Oh,
You want a contract?
far out.
No shit, bro. You want a contract? And I was just like, mate, yeah, bro. When should I come down? And the next day I went down with David Galbraith. He was travelling down because he wanted to talk to the team. 2015. You were there too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I came late out to the hub in Hawera.
That's right.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And that guy from Wellington, Coops' mate, he was talking about morals and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. He's at the Hurricanes too. But
So this was all before that meeting.
Yeah.
You were about to end it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then obviously after that, back into the rugby and being accepted again and being good enough, I just felt like the whole world switched around and was like, "Whoa, I'm back. This is cool. I'm back in it." And yeah, it was.
It's so scary and sad and
I know
everything.
And that's the main reason why I share my things is because I know there's got to be somebody going through something like that, not just in rugby, but just in life and well, especially with the rugby, it's hard because we put so much pressure on ourselves to be a certain way, and when we don't reach those targets that we set ourselves, we sometimes we can crumble if everything else falls around, around us, falls down around us. Especially competitive people and sportsmen, if they aren't reaching targets, they aren't reaching goals, which I was so hard on myself. I wish I wasn't, but just the way that I was,
What would you say to someone who was feeling like you were?
I don't even know what I would say because I know now if I said it to my younger self, I still wouldn't be believing me. And I'd just be like, whatever, this fella's just saying that. But I think just you got to keep going and you got to take everything with a grain of salt and try not to have a chip on your shoulder about things. And that was a great thing about Colin Cooper. And I had the relationship with him where he wasn't picking me and stuff when I was younger, just based off my age. And he was trying to protect me too because I was so young and I was in a pivotal role, as a game driver, 9 and 10. They've got to know it all. And I think he was protecting me. Didn't want to expose me too early and stuff. And I hadn't had experience in professional rugby. But yeah, he was protecting me. And then when he let me go in 2012, I just felt like, oh man, I'm not good enough. Why didn't he like me? Why didn't he? But then in 2015, when he called me back, he got me straight to the office, because I'd done some things too. I was kind of like a little shit outside of the rugby. I was in trouble with the law and stuff, mostly about driving tickets. And I was going to get arrested one time at training.
Cops come to a training?
They ran Coops.
Wow.
Yeah, they ran Coops up and they then he had a meeting with me and he just, he let me have it. And he said, they were coming to arrest you, Kylem. What would that have looked like for the team? And all I could hear when he was saying that, was, I don't care about you, Kylem. That's all I heard. I couldn't hear that, it's about the team and all that. All I felt like was a little boy getting told off by my dad and you don't care that I'm going through this. And it was him and Shane McDonald. And then I just burst into tears in front of them. Just like, oh. And then Shane just started, Kylem, it's okay. There's been boys in the team done worse things than you.
What you done?
So I had a warrant for my arrest.
Oh, yeah.
Because speeding tickets. Yeah, too many speeding tickets. Then I got my license taken off me. Then I got caught driving without my license. I was trying to still go back and then car impounded. And then I had to go to court. Missed the court. Didn't know about all of the, all of that stuff. And missed the court. Then warrant for the arrest.
Wow.
So all the little things, those little things come back.
Add up, yeah.
They add up and they come back and you actually got to do the things you have to do when you have to do them. I didn't know that. So I was thinking, why are they going to arrest me? I didn't know this. but from there, it was 2012 and I, from that meeting, I walked into the Bees changing room. Oh, you know how they had those 2 changing rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other one was dark. Walked into the dark one, just fucking cried in there for a good 10 minutes. Just crying, bro, by myself until it was all good and then back into the changing room like nothing had happened.
That's crazy, man.
I would call myself I was just isolating myself all the time. Never really buying into the culture, never really buying into the team, just almost ungrateful, but I just felt like no self-worth.
Yeah.
No self-worth.
So you didn't believe in yourself, eh?
Not at all.
Yeah.
At all. nothing. But I was talking to David Galbraith about it, and I had a horrible experience with when Bodie started to make the All Blacks. I was at halfback at training, and I threw the ball to him off the line out 4 times in a row to the ground, bro, to his feet. And it was left to right pass, and it was from 2 up at the front of the line out.
Yeah.
And I was standing in the middle of the line out, running to the 2, trying to whip a pass back against the grain to old Bodie, to Bazza. Couldn't hit him, bro. And then they subbed me out. And, bro, that was just like, oh, fuck, what have I done?
Yeah.
That was shit. But I look back now and I go, man, there's not many people that can do a pass that far against the grain, run from the middle of the line out to the 5, pass against the grain all the way to the first receiver. Like, I didn't even know you had to start at the 5 and sweep around, use your body as momentum to go to the... Like, I didn't know that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, nobody told me either. So I was just like, oh, man, I wish I could go back and tell myself that kind of thing. And so I was just hard on myself going, oh, I can't even hit the 10 off the line out, bro. Like, oh. And then since then, I was scared to pass the Bodie.
Yeah.
And then when he'd come back,
real.
when he was coming back to the Naki sometimes, like when he was jumping at 10, I was actually getting scared to pass to him just because of that one experience.
Yeah.
So when he came back once in 2015 and 2020, and I was like, oh man, it's this scenario again, is it? But I managed to deal with it because I was older and I knew how to do skill things better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it still was haunting me a bit.
That's crazy, eh? It is.
Just in your head.
Fascinating, yeah.
Yeah, in your head.
But everyone's had some moment in their career where they felt like that, you know. You might have dropped 2 high balls and you're like, oh, please don't kick to me. Or something like that where you just start getting in your head.
Yeah, definitely. And for young people, it's, you know, you don't even know who you are yet. And you're dealing with that kind of stuff and you're just, oh, man. But one thing David Galbraith said to me, he goes, because I started talking to him about box kicks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, oh, you know, sounds like you're, you know, I've got a challenge for you, Kylem. Next time you do a box kick in front of Coops, do the worst one you could ever do. What? You will not want me to get picked or something? What do you mean?
Never play again.
Yeah, and he goes, oh, go and do the worst one you can ever do and see what happens. And then I was, oh, fuck. Because, you know, I just used to listen to what they said.
Yeah.
So I did it. And then he said, come back and tell me what happened. The next time I had a one-on-one with him, I told him. He goes, what happened? And I said, oh, nothing. He goes, exactly. And I was just like, oh, true. Yeah, shit. Just the pressure you put on yourself, eh?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's a cool story, actually. Yeah.
Your DJ's a good man.
Oh, champion. One of the greats.
Yeah.
And you want to go back to that part where you said that you've lost your friend group around when you're walking down that river, like you felt like all your friends had sort of left you.
Yeah.
Is there anything there which happened where you felt like that was, or what was the scenario there?
It was sort of like so something had happened with somebody, and it was like I'd done something that wasn't good, and the person that I'd done it to, we had the same group of friends, and it was all the touch people.
Oh yeah,
mainly the touch people, and some rugby people too, actually. And this thing that I'd done, it actually, I saw my mates out in town one time, went to shake their hand and they didn't shake my hand, stuff like that. I just thought, what the, oh, they're not my mates. Like I thought they were my mates, but then for them to do that, I was like, oh, what the heck? You know, and me looking at it from who I am, you know, that would have happened, you know, if that had happened to my mates, I would have been there for both of them. I would have been like, oh, you know, this has happened, and oh, you know, I wouldn't have just pushed them out, and I felt like I was pushed out a bit, and that's probably the whole reason why I got scared of touch, and I walked away from touch pretty much. Yeah,
man, crazy.
Yeah,
and there's an incident that happened at the Outback.
Ah, yeah, so I got into a big fight with the
What year was this?
2010. Oh, 2010. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2010.
So you're travelling back from the Naki?
Yeah, this is actually the same time as when I've done the whole rope thing too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was, when I...
Is it related?
Nah. But still the same pressure, still the same thing. But what happened? I just got I got gang bashed from some bouncers, and then we got into me and Declan and our mates got into a big altercation with them after that. After that, and because they found me at the bottom of the stairs at the Outback, just my face was annihilated. Yeah.
Wow. What had you done?
I fell asleep on the table.
Yeah. Hammered.
Oh no, I wasn't. I was drunk. Yeah, I was drunk. Yeah, I had some drinks. Say what you will about people drinking. Whatever. I had some drinks, and I don't get rowdy or anything when I'm drunk. I don't get violent. I don't, any of that. I was with my missus, my mates, my brothers, and my brothers had gone off to go to this other club. My missus went to the toilet with a mate, I think, and I was waiting for them. So I waited there on the little booth at the Outback, sort of near where the toilets used to be, and the bar comes out. You come out of the toilets, the bar's on the left, the booth's on the right. And I fell asleep on the table. Just from sevens training and drinking. It was summer, and I was tired, and I had a few drinks and fell asleep. Woke up in a headlock. I just thought, what the hell's going on here? And I sort of held the guy there like that, and then I think from there I got king hit from one of the other bouncers from the side, and they sort of dragged me outside, and one of the bouncers just started kicking my head in.
Far out.
Yeah. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 kicks. I haven't seen there's footage of it, but I didn't look at it because can't get that kind of thing out of your head if you see it.
Mm.
But he was kicking me in the head with like steel caps on, and a good 3 kicks after punching me in the bar as well. Threw me down the stairs. For some reason I had no shirt. They ripped my shirt off me and stuff. They put the big X with the Vivid on me and took my passport off me. And my mate found me at the bottom. One of my brother's best mates. And he said, he's the wrong guy to mess with, that guy too. Yeah. But he said, took me to Declan, and Declan's like, what the heck's going on here? And then we went back to the bar and confronted them. And, who did this to my brother? And the main guy, he came out and said, I did it, what the fuck are you going to do? And then Declan just, I don't know if he wants me to talk about this, but I think it'd be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
He backed me up. Yeah, he backed me up, and which my family's actually proud of, because, you help your family in times like that, and when things happen, and a big brawl, all the bouncers versus all of our mates, right in the alley where you go into the entry of the Outback, and they got rails and stuff there. It was all on, yeah.
Far out.
It was all on, and there was like 5 of us, about 8 of them. But that guy the main guy ran away inside, and sort of, yeah. I've tried to reach out to him, but yeah, he's not keen to talk, so it's all good.
Man.
But
all for sleeping on the table.
Yeah. Well, they were trying to say there was no camera footage in the bar that night. So there's no camera footage at all. But lucky the access bouncer to the bar next door, he saw everything. So he was an eyewitness, and they had footage of all the stuff that happened outside. So he saw it all, and there was another sevens player in the bar that saw it happen too. And a lot of the feedback was like, I said to my family that, Kylem never threw one punch. I didn't throw one. I don't think I did. I can't remember. I don't like fighting anyway. And it's even hard for me to punch somebody that I don't like. I wouldn't be able to. I don't like punching people. But
how hard was that to deal with? Post it, like...
Oh, bro, it was hard, yeah.
Concussion? Like, were you pretty fucked? Yeah.
I was gone, yeah. Can't remember it the whole night. And at the end of it, on the news, all you see is me walking around with my shirt off like this. And just absolutely smashed, and I got arrested. So, yeah, I just got arrested, put in the cells, and then my face was mangled, Yeah. Like black eyes, and I actually saw some photos the other day. I had a hard drive at home, and I was looking at the photos, and there was photos of me like all smashed up.
Yeah,
but I was like, and I broke my hand too. I'd broken my hand there. But yeah, it was tough to deal with, because the Naki wanted to rip up my contract and stuff, and I was just thinking, well, why? I didn't even do anything wrong. Just wrong place, wrong time. But that's another story. Probably going out and drinking is not going to help you in rugby. Trying to be a professional athlete and stuff. And this is devil advocate stuff, like being super hard on myself.
Yeah.
Like, probably shouldn't have been drinking. I was an aspiring rugby player. My brother had just played a game for All Blacks, or the New Zealand Sevens in South Africa. And I feel bad because I made him do that. And he had to go to court and stuff. He was the only one that went to court.
Man. And had your brother played the Wellington Sevens at this point? Because that was a moment where he really blew up, wasn't it?
So he was going through that just before the Sevens.
Oh, okay.
Like it was a few weeks before Wellington.
Far out.
Yeah. So he was doing all the court cases and that, and driving back from camp at night time, or like during the day sometimes for the court cases. And I think he just used it as fuel later. Just, I don't know where he went to on that. I remember watching it. I was just, holy heck, what's Stex up to?
Yeah, he blew up, hey. Like, it was some tournament. One of the best
yeah.
individual performances ever at the tournament.
I just can't believe. Just watching, I was just proud as,
Yeah.
And then just like, shit, man, it makes me want to go harder.
Yeah, did it? Or did you feel a burden at all? Like,
well, I felt
expectation now on you, or?
Well, a little bit after that, like, everywhere I walked, Declan O'Donnell.
Oh,
it looked similar.
yeah.
It was like, are you Declan O'Donnell? It was like, at first I was like, oh, this is cool.
I am.
No, I'm his brother. And then after a while, I was like, oh, bro, shut up. Like, that's an old one. Like, it was like, oh, man. But then it sort of you feel like you live in the shadow a bit. And it made me want to, because we're so competitive anyway, it made me want to just go harder as well.
Yeah. And I'm thinking around that moment where you get kicked in. Do you have other concussions throughout your career?
Yeah, I had a few. Yeah, I think I had a big one for the a reunion game for Boys High.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was playing on the wing, and Joe Webber was at fullback at Boys High then. He broke the line, and I was coming across to tackle him, and he changed direction on me. And I just when I used to tackle, I had no technique, I just dive.
Yeah, head first.
Yeah, I just dove. Someone actually told me a few weeks before, bro, you keep tackling on that, you're going to get knocked out. And then I dove. I used to just dive my head straight down to their knees. And he changed direction on me, and just his knee just went straight into my chin. And I woke up on the sideline and just like, And from that game, I went straight on the flight to Hong Kong and played the 10s there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I woke up like I was getting carried off the field like this. And I just, from there, I went and had a shower, just walked off, went to my car, went home, went to Auckland, caught the flight. We got to Hong Kong at 12 o'clock at night, got on the piss, training the next day, and then played the 10s that week.
Jeez.
Yeah. And that's pretty bad, with especially a big one, that it's happened, and you've lost consciousness, especially. Well, you don't even have to lose consciousness there with concussions.
Do you feel like that had an influence on your mental health?
Well, I was scared of
concussions?
that. I was scared of that. I thought that. But the main thing for mental health, Jimmy, is have you heard about psychosis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a manic episode, psychosis.
Did you?
Yeah, that was a few years ago now. Terrifying experience. Yeah.
What happened?
So, because I hadn't smoked marijuana before, and all through my playing career, I never did. And when I was younger, I did a few times. And marijuana can have different effects on people. For me, how sometimes it makes people tired or chill out. It makes me hyper.
Oh, yeah.
It gets me up. Probably because I might be a little bit ADHD or something. I don't know. But it can actually, they say it can cause a psychosis as well. And, oh man, the way I'd explain a psychosis, if I snap my fingers right now and said Harry Potter stuff's real, and it was all of a sudden real, that's what the psychosis experience is like.
Wow.
It's, it's just like this, like extreme highs, extreme lows, just going like that the whole time until it stops.
How long does it last?
Oh, bro. It started one day because I smoked a lot of marijuana. I was smoking a lot, and that's just me dealing with my stuff. Like, you know, you got to ask the fact, why was I smoking?
Yeah.
And man, I was smoking so much just before the psychosis, it wasn't even funny. Like, I'd say 10 times in a day, and it was just to lose myself and just feel okay. But it led to this psychosis, Jimmy, and oh man, the main themes of the psychosis were crazy. You know, I got on a mission. So my mission was to get to Bowden Barrett's house in Auckland. I was up in Dargaville. So to get to Auckland, knock on Bodie's house, front door, and let's fix rugby. What's going on with rugby? That was the main start of it.
Wow.
Yeah, and I wasn't going to stop at anything to do it. And, you know, since then I've looked at a lot of Dr. Phil stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And he talks to heaps of psychosis people. I haven't met a psychosis person yet. And it's the main thing about getting over it is sharing like a common thing that you have a connection with the psychosis. And I haven't met anyone yet that has had one. But yeah, the main theme was that, to get to Bodie's house, and it was just like, bang, I've got to do this.
Did you do it?
Almost. Yeah. So I got to Wellsford, just halfway between Dargaville and... But, Jimmy, I'll tell you what, I was the fittest I've ever been.
Did you run?
I ended up running because you got all these delusions playing in your head, right? You got all this stuff going on, and I just realised all the main delusions are actually the worries that I had already. And the main was to get to Bodie's house, because if we don't fix rugby, people are going to get hurt. That was my main thing, because I had suffered from rugby. I thought I had suffered from rugby. With
the head?
Just with feeling, I just didn't feel included. I didn't feel like I got to where I needed to get to. I felt like things were unresolved, and I didn't go out on my own terms. So the transition from rugby to normal stuff was... Yeah. It's too much for me, I think. And then, and the biggest name I knew that could make an impact was Bodie. And, you know, I'd been the academy with him, played the sevens at Queenstown with him.
You'd passed to him?
Yeah, I'd passed to him 4 times, unsuccessfully. And yeah, I just thought, you know, I've got to get to him, and we've got to fix this. And some of the delusion too was, I was thinking about Sean Wainui as well. And
so this had happened?
Yeah, that already
before,
happened. Yeah, and I just thought some of the delusion I was having was, you know, okay, Sean's that committed to the cause that he's taken his own life to make an awareness around it. Why don't I do that? You know, and it was crazy, man. And it was, I got to Wellsford, bro, and because I've been watching like Vikings and all that too, and I've been watching Peaky Blinders. I started taking on those personas, because you start to actually, you know, have you heard about, like, in a psychosis, that you start to think you're invincible?
I remember Shane Christie talking about him being in one, and being one of the prisoners, where he was a skeleton, like basically just skin and bones.
True.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, I thought I was invincible. I legit thought nothing could hurt me, nothing could stop me. So I was going to those extreme highs, but then I'd get really, really anxious and scared of things as well. Bro, I got to this point, I was sprinting up the main highway on the gravel, bare feet, just my shorts on. It was hot as. I'd pulled my car over and thought, you know, I can't do this. I'm not allowed to do it in the car. I have to actually earn it and then run on the road. And people were just beeping at me like, oh, yeah, I'm on the mission and I'm doing this, you know. I got past Wellsford. And
how far is that for listeners?
Oh, that is, I don't know, like from Auckland. That's like a good 30-minute drive from Auckland. Yeah. Yeah, but from Dargaville, I'd say it's like an hour and a bit from Dargaville, hour and a half. But drive. I think I would have ran like 20 kilometres on the gravel. And I got a couple rides with people, and then just still on these delusions. And I ended up stark naked, I ended up stark naked on the main highway, on Wellsford, walking down the main street. Wow. Yeah. And just going...
How'd you end up naked? Just...
Oh, well, this guy gave me a ride. And then he goes to me, he started talking to me, and I think he was realising I was going through something. Yeah. And then he looked at me scared, and he goes, bro, you're not a vampire, are you? And I went, and I saw that he was like a little bit afraid. And then I looked at him because I thought I was invincible.
Yeah.
And I just looked at him. I was like, yeah, bro. And he just looked so terrified, like, because I think he must have thought I was on crack or something.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what I looked like. I looked like I was on meth or something. And that's what everyone thought I was doing. And he dropped me off straight away. And then I don't know why, I got naked. Well, everything that was scary to me, I was going towards it. So everything that I was afraid of, I was like, nah, I've got to deal with this. I've got to go towards it. And that was the whole mentality. And I was walking up the main road, and because I thought I was invincible, the cars were coming. And I was going, okay, if you're invincible, prove it. Those cars coming, if you run at them, they're going to move out the way. And I was running at traffic, and they're moving out the way, and I'm like whacking them as they go past. And I was just like, oh, I must be invincible.
Wow.
You know, come on, guys, try and hit me. And then that's just sparked me more, and it made me spiral more. And then I saw a gang pad in Wellford. I thought, oh, okay, that looks a bit scary. I might go over there.
You're still naked.
Still naked, yep. There was this dead end street down there, and I was walking in. And then started to climb the gang pad. And it had the barbed wire up the top and stuff. And it was a big gate. The neighbour came out and was like, boy, you better get off there. I was like, what? Why? And he goes, bro, you go over there, they're going to kill you. And I said, what? Because I thought I was invincible.
Yeah.
Me, you think they can, you think, and I started climbing harder. And I was like, nah, I'm going to, bro, I'll show you. And then by then the police had come. And the policeman, his name was Peter. Peter from Wellsford, bro, I've always meant to stop in there and say thank you to him. He just was like, hey, mate, what's going on here? You know, come down off there. And I saw him and I was like, oh please, I better be good. I started walking, and then he wasn't aggressive. He just walked beside me, and then he started driving beside me. And then he's like, where are you off to, mate? I'm like, nah, got to get to Bodie's house. Nah, got to sort this up. Nah, we got to do this. He's like, bro, why don't you just hop in the car? And I hopped in the car because he was nice. And then he was talking to me. He took me to the police station. He's just walking me in. And he pushed me, I was just talking to him nicely, and he was guiding me somewhere. Guided me straight into the cell and just, boom, locked me in. And I was straight away anxiety because closed space, trapped. And there was a little hole, bro. And I thought, oh, no, fuck, I've got to get out of here. Peter, and I thought if I expose myself and show that he can hurt me if he wants, if I put my hand out. And I thought, Peter, please, I can't be in here. Please let me out. And he let me out. And then he got these fellas to take me to the hospital. And like they were trying to get me to go to sleep and all that, and I wouldn't. And it was just getting worse and worse. And my delusions were going more. There was, COVID stuff going on in my head. And I started to have visions of my son getting hurt. And that was terrifying, bro. It was like it was real. It was terrifying to me. And this whole time I'm being a prick to these two policemen. And I thought one was a good one was a bad one. And every time the bad one was being quiet, I thought we were, like me and the good cop were winning or something. It was just delusions. And then they were trying to get me to go to sleep. And they said, oh, we'll give you an injection. So it puts you to sleep and stuff. And I was like, nah, I don't like needles. I don't want to get injected. So I started pretending to sleep. So pretending I was going to sleep. No way I'm going to sleep, bro. But I heard them whispering. I heard them whispering to the nurses. Oh, I think he's going to sleep now. He's, calming down. Bro, I'm not even sleeping. But then all of a sudden, it went quiet. And I was in the ED. I went quiet. And the curtain was closed in my little cubicle. Then I went out into the open area where doctors usually are in the middle and stuff. Opened up, bro. There was like 10 police officers, and they were big fellas, Islanders and South African dudes. Like looked around, and I just went, oh, whoa! Are you guys here for me? And then I don't know if you know what happens in psychosis. Sometimes people get violent when they have a blackout. I had a blackout. I think it must have been like 10 or 15 seconds. I had a blackout. And then when I came to again, I was like this. And there was a cop here, and a cop on each leg. And they were just like they were so big and strong, and they were just like sinking in, just like getting tighter. And I was like, I can't, and I couldn't move. And I was like, even every time I wriggled, they were real good. And they just started sinking in tighter, until I couldn't move. And then that cop that I thought was a bad cop, he actually attacked me from the front, because I think I had done something to him just before that.
Yeah.
And he came in and started trying to like, he came in, tackled me, and started like driving down on my legs with his knees.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, bro, don't. And to the point that they still had hold of me, and then I just wriggled them off. Don't know. Picked them up one hand and just dropped them on the ground. And I didn't even, like, it wasn't even me doing it. It's just like, I just felt like, oh, you better stop doing that to me. And then I just was watching my hand do it.
Yeah.
Like, pick up a man, put him on the ground. And then when I looked at him, he looked terrified. Oh, shit, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. And then from there, those cops grabbed me, took me back to the cubicle, and I was just escalating more and more. They just held me down, and nurse came in with the injection.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting there, and I was like, oh, no, please, don't,
Yeah.
please, I don't want it, please. And it was getting closer and closer. I had to watch it go in. They injected me. Then they all just left me, and this big South African fella stood over me. He's like, we were trying to help you, mate. And I was just like, oh, fuck. And I stood up. And bro, have you ever had anxiety and stuff? Have you had it?
Yeah. Not like this.
Bro, it was, far out, it was, it felt like I was falling through the earth, like just free falling.
Yeah.
And I just, bro, my heart was going. And I was like, oh my God. Oh, somebody, please, can you help me? Can you help me, please? And I was going up to that cop that was the dickhead one. And I was like, oh, bro, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you help me, please? And then, bro, I just, I was just out like a light from there.
Oh.
And, bro, it was like, I felt like I was dying. Yeah, the most horrible feeling you could ever feel. And then when, once that all happened, I came to again, and my family was there. Yeah, my family was all there, and they were there. I woke up, and my missus was in my arms. Woke up, and I'm like, oh. Then my mum was there. She sort of woke up when I did, and she looked at me, and I was in the corner. And they said, oh, when you were asleep, they were trying to get a line into you to give you fluids and stuff. But I was like fighting them off in my sleep and wouldn't let them in. And to the point that my whole upper body was just bones. My missus said I looked like a skeleton because I was so dehydrated and stuff from the running and all that, and not sleeping, that that I was just so dehydrated. I was just a skeleton. And as soon as they got a line in me, my missus reckons when the fluids got into me, straight away my like chest and stuff all just pumped back up straight away, and it was like, I was like, oh heck, that would have been a sight. But from there I went into it's a pretty long story. Eh?
That's good. That's far out. It's powerful. It's
I went into
blowing my mind.
Yeah, went into a mental ward from there.
Yeah.
It's called Hepona Waiora.
What does that look like? What's a mental ward?
Oh, have you heard about mental wards and stuff?
Nah.
Oh, it's
only what you see in the movies.
Yeah, it's like that.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, you don't get locked up and stuff. It's just
Right.
like a bro. It's just like a rugby academy place, like the Palmy one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like rooms and that. And
yeah.
but obviously mental health people there. And I didn't have much memory because they had me on a lot of drugs to because after you have a psychosis and that, you've got to be on that because the anxiety and stuff still hits, and you've got to, people can do things when that's happening. So I had to get on some drugs, and I think I was there for like 5 or 6 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
was it helpful?
Oh, bro, when I was there, nothing. I was sweet as there. Like it was good for me to be there. And I don't know if I was in denial, but I was looking around and I was like, what am I doing here? I don't need to be. I thought this whole psychosis thing was like a spiritual thing that I'd gone through, and I was just confused. I didn't know I was just thinking, what the hell was that? I had no idea. And at the mental health unit, I was looking around like, oh, what am I actually doing here? But, you know, I probably should have been there for longer.
Mm.
And then when I went back home, and then that's when I started to relapse and when I started to regress, because I had no aftercare from there. I was on the, I thought, you know, psychosis, you know, after a psychosis, people have to deal with anxiety, depression and all that, and all the bad feelings come. But it's not, I thought I was dealing with that, but I think over the last couple of years, you know, reading articles and things, I think what happened to me was when I went back home to Hamilton, the aftercare, they weren't ready for me.
Mm.
And so they had no workers ready, no key workers. And then I just decided to go off the meds that I was on. And to go off those kind of meds, cold turkey, it would be devastating to somebody.
Mm.
And I think that's what I dealt with for the next 2 years. Because I couldn't leave my room for 2 years, bro. I was stuck in my room. I couldn't even see my family members. I couldn't even talk to people. The only person that was allowed to talk to me was my mum. And
For 2 years.
yeah, almost 2 years. Yeah, like close to 2 years. And it was just enduring every day. And I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't know what was happening. I had no idea what to do. My family didn't know what to do. They didn't know what mental health was. It was terrifying. Like, and I think back to, you know, if someone is going through similar situations, you almost have to treat them like an infant child.
Mm.
Yeah, which is what I was doing really, going back to mum, you know. That attachment from when you're a baby doesn't go away. And when you revert back to those kinds of things or going through that kind of trauma, you revert back to basics. And for me, it was going back to mum, and she had to guide me through that and help me recover. Yeah, and it was, yeah. It's hard because when you're in it, like I'm already forgetting what it was like, and I don't want to forget it because now that I'm out, it's just like, man, like I actually don't remember what it's like. But it's like I have 5-year-old nieces, my little niece Kyra, and I'd see her once a week. She'd come over, and I could get bullied by her. I was like absolute coward, absolute scared, terrified, anxiety every day. And the one thing I looked forward to was at night time I get to take my little pill, and then I'd feel like I was better. Be like, oh, it's night time, I'm by myself. Yes, this is good. Close my door, take my pill. Oh, everything's okay. Go to sleep, wake up in the morning. Oh, bro, it's starting again. This is going again, bro. Like, whoa. Like I couldn't leave my room at first. Couldn't look at a screen.
And you've got kids at this stage?
Yep.
3 boys?
Yep. I have a stepson, a boy in Australia, Manoa, and my boy Leo in Hamilton. Marlon, my stepson. Yeah, and
So you don't see any of them for 2 years?
I managed to be able to see my son Leo once a week with supervision.
Yeah.
And that's the only way we could do it, is to have my mum there with me. And it took a toll on her too, because you know it was I was taking her away from the whole family, and it was hard for her. And she's a shift worker still. She's 60 now, still shift working hard, and she had to do all that, then deal with me. And I just can't thank my family enough for looking after me. Even my brother Declan and Riley and their partners, when they'd come in the house, just anxiety straight away. Couldn't even look at them. Couldn't deal with it. Every time I saw a person that I knew, terrified. The only thing that I built the courage to do was go for walks every single day and just walk the whole day. Just walk. Decide where I wanted to walk in the day, and that was the control that I had. But one time I ran into the Chiefs boys in town, saw them, and I just like, bro, just run away straight away. Or if I saw my old boss in town, and I got to get out, like just absolutely anxious, anxiety. I managed to meet up with one person, my best mate, Cameron. And after that, because what can happen is you can start to get endorphins. And I met one guy, my one mate, and he talked to me, After that, it just endorphins through the roof, like I'd walked on the moon, bro. And it was, I feel better. I think I can go back to work. Biggest mistake I ever did. Went back to work, bro. Holy heck. When I walked in, I was sort of trying to fake it till I made it. Oh, man, the anxiety kicked in instantly. I was there for one day. Then I went home and I could not sleep the entire night. I was just thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow. Going to get to work. First person I'll see is Candace, my boss. Walk in, say hello to her. Going to see Herman on the way in. He's in that class. I'll shake his hand. My first class is going to be that. And that was running through my head the whole night. Just, future stuff and worrying about what's going to happen, who I'm going to talk to. And I didn't sleep the whole night. Then I still tried to go to work. Couldn't get out the car. Could not get out the car and just didn't go back to work from there. Yeah, and it was... Sorry, Jimmy, am I...
Bro, this is so...
Sorry, bro.
This is so good.
Yeah, but it was... well, the analogy that I have is like, you're stuck in a cage, bro. You can't help yourself. All the people around you that love you are outside the cage, and they're telling you, buds, bro, the key just over there on the wall, just got to grab it and, bro, just unlock yourself and get out and you'll be free. It's all good. It's like, bro, fuck, I'm in the cage, bro. Can you grab the key for me, please?
Yeah.
Like, I'm in the cage. Can you, all you got to do is grab the key, man. That's all you got to do. Oh, please. And you're doing this for ages, like just trying to, in the meantime, there's somebody walking past the door, just peering in, looking in. And he's looking in. And he's the doctor that you need to see. And he comes in and then he goes, hey, mate, what's going on here? You need to get out of that cage. Then by then you think no one can help you. And you just go, oh, whatever, bro, you're going to tell me to get the key off the wall. And then you go, no, I'll grab the key for you. Here it is, bro. Here you go. Here's the key. And I don't believe you. Don't believe you. You can't help me. No, don't believe you. Please don't give me that key. All you have to do, Kylem, is put that key in the hole, unlock it, you walk out the door. Nah. And then he sits with you, and he convinces you to grab the key. He convinces you to put it in, and then he convinces you to unlock it. And then he holds your hand out the door. And I found that person. He's a doctor called Gordon Tam. And I got led there by Declan. So he said, you go see this guy, he'll be good for you. And he explained it in a way. He said to me, well, I was seeing psychologists and stuff, but they weren't meeting me where I was. And I think I was like seeing psychologists that were for like general public, and they never accepted that I had a psychosis. And that's the main thing in recovery, is being able to speak about your psychosis and overcome it and be able to put it in the past. And this Dr. Gordon, he said, mate, we've got to get you back to being a functioning human, because I couldn't sleep either. So everything, like I was up for hours at night time sometimes, just, like this, bro. So because you get the startle reflex and all that, and all the cortisol levels are going through the roof, anxiety, depression, I'll be falling asleep, and that's bro, for weeks. And it was, I don't know how I survived all of it. Like, I got through all of that to get to this doctor. And he straight away, Kylem, you're negative 100 right now. We have to get you back to 0, and then we can build from there. You've got to be eating, shitting, sleeping, normal human functions, which I wasn't doing any of it. Anxiety with eating, anxiety trying to go to sleep, scared that I couldn't sleep. And then, and then being able to go to the toilet. Couldn't.
Wow.
Yep. So he just explained it like that to me. He got me off the meds that I was on, the best thing that ever happened, because it stops all of your digestive system, all of that. It's called olanzapine. Terrible for me. Got me off that, put me on quetiapine. And the first time I had quetiapine, the first night's sleep I had in months, 8 hours solid. And I was like, woke up straight away just feeling a little bit better. And then from there I just started building on the sleep, getting sleep better, seeing Gordon, getting sleep, starting to eat, and then I started training again, because by then I'd put on 20 kgs.
Oh, seeing your body transformation.
Yeah, that was mental health. That it wasn't physical. It was all in here. And on the olanzapine, all that happens, bro, is you're just floating around. You can't even feel your body. And all I was doing, bro, was I'll wake up in the morning, wait for everyone to go to work, mum and dad, and then, yes, I'm alone. Go in the lounge. Couldn't look at a screen because don't know what's going to come on the screen. Anxiety, scared. And then I just sit there like this, bro, for hours, just trying to endure the feelings, trying to get through the day. And that was me. Oh, fuck, that was me for a good year until I met Gordon. As soon as I got on the quetiapine stuff, man, I was able to start training again. And then I got motivated to train. When I first started training, I couldn't do 2 push-ups. I'd done 1, went to do 2. I'd lost so much muscle mass. And I was just like, I was skin and bone, but with heaps of fat on me. And, oh man, I just, started training again. And then the whole time I'd pushed my missus away. I said, I don't want to see you anymore. And she just waited. She just waited for me to get better. And then as soon as I messaged her, she was ready to help me. And she's the first person that's ever really listened to me. And she's amazing, eh? She just makes me better in every way. She's there for me. I've never had somebody that's loved me like that. Unconditional love. And like I pushed her away for all that time, and she just waited. And as soon as I messaged her, I'm here for whatever you need, Kylem. I'm here for you, and I'm ready to help you. I just couldn't believe it. Like, I just felt so lucky. And man, she's the smartest person I've ever met. One of the best trainers. She trains me. She does my programming.
Far out.
She's got her masters in sport and exercise.
Oh.
She does. Oh man, she does it all.
What a catch!
Yeah, I know, bro. But she even does the man jobs better than me. Sometimes I have to pretend like I know about that. Oh man, she's done it all. She's flipped the house and sold it and all that, and done it all herself.
Far out.
DIY expert. I just have to pretend like I know all these things because I'm a man. I always catch you with the lawnmower too. What are you doing?
That's my job.
I've got to do that.
Give me something.
But she's a goat, bro. And
have you had any episodes since psychosis? Nah. So how long has it been since your last one?
That was my last one. No, that was in 2020.
5 years ago?
Start of 2023.
Oh, 2 years ago.
Yep, 2 years ago. What's it, 2025? 2.5. Yeah, so
2.5.
Yeah, it was in February of 2023.
Okay, yep. Far out.
And yeah, I don't think it'll ever happen again.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I don't do any drugs, don't smoke weed.
Yeah.
I don't drink alcohol, except for today I had those
a
few beers with old Keithy. I just thought, I was being polite, and actually we're going down well.
Yeah.
I was surprised. But yeah, I don't really drink at all. Like I said before today, I'd had 3 drinks in 3 years. And that's a little bit anxiety driven too, because I thought, if I drink, something might happen. I might have a psychosis or something, But I think I'm past that fear. And then hopping on the plane this morning, it was coming back a bit. Yeah. But I was actually able to be present and get through that and just be like, just pay attention to being present and looking at the things around me. And yeah, but I thought, I'd do that because obviously Shane.
Yeah.
I just thought, what would Shane do? He's a brave man, and I just, trying to be like him kind of, and he had such an impact, and he talked to me about all the mental health stuff, and I didn't realise that he'd gone through similar things.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know that, and to hear that today, it was like, whoa, it was hitting home, eh? It's like, man, that's crazy. But yeah, people sometimes get worried about me because I just don't really care what people think as much.
Yeah.
So sometimes I think my online stuff comes across as I'm being a bit like out the gate.
Mm.
But the hardest thing was sharing the first video and stuff that I started to share. I was having anxiety because I was like, oh, I'm going to look like a dick.
Mm.
And I wanted to delete it straight away, bro.
Mm.
And I was like scared as, and my missus was going, babe, it's all good. It's good. You know, just have a good sleep tonight and you wake up tomorrow, you'll feel different. Nah, babe, I've got to delete it. Fuck, what are the rugby boys going to think? I'm going to look like a dickhead. And they're going to be going, oh, look at this dick. But I kept it on there. And, you know, and then the next day I woke up and I felt fine.
Mm.
And it was just getting past that being judged. And then once I got over that, oh, man, I just sort of feel like a little bit invincible. Not in a psychosis way, but I feel a little bit, you know, and like I don't get hung up on so much on what people say anymore.
Mm.
At the start a little bit though, I was kind of like when people were saying things, I was biting back, and Mrs. like, that's a waste of energy. Who cares? Just carry on. And but I've learned to just be like, oh, you can't fight fire with fire. Just say something positive back to them. Then what can they say? You know. So it's just like, yeah. Sometimes I do, sometimes a little bit, but not really. Not really. My initial will be like that, and I can sort of just change it and be, how can I turn that into a positive and just, carry on.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, thank you, mate. Love your opinion.
yeah.
Well done.
I've noticed your comments like that.
Oh,
you're right on, Mr. Positive. It's good.
Yeah. Especially with your deepest, darkest secrets too. Yeah. And those are the things that are going to haunt you in the end. And if you're scared of those, and you're scared to talk about them or to have them put out there, not everyone deserves to be in. But I'm not hiding anything anymore.
Yeah.
And when you're not hiding anything, you can actually be yourself.
Yeah.
And you can feel confident in yourself because you're being honest and real. Sometimes people they start projecting, and when they have something to say about you, it's usually coming from a place from inside them. So that's what I've started to realise anyway. You get the old point of finger, you got 3 pointing back at you.
Quote.
So yeah, it's a good one, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, through the mental health stuff too, I was listening to all your podcasts, bro. That was one thing that I could do.
Oh wow.
So I was
that's powerful.
Yeah, I started being able to mow the lawns, and then Kane Barrett, I was like,
Yeah.
Kane came up, and Coops came up, and I was like, oh, bro, this is awesome. And I was just listening to all their chat, man. And I was just like, wow, that's so cool. And that was one thing that I could do, was listen to What a Lad podcast. And it was mean, bro.
And now you're on here.
And now I'm on
saving
here.
lives yourself.
But yeah, it was, I love what you're doing.
I appreciate it.
Bro, just giving people a platform, to speak about things that are close to them and speak their own truth.
Yeah. I'm grateful to be able to get you on, and especially at this time of your life where you've been through the worst, and you're here ready to share, and geez, that's been some powerful stuff. One thing I do want to ask you is around the CTE side of things, obviously with Shane's thing, Billy, CTE, very tough sort of thing. Do you feel any of yours as being CTE related?
I don't think so, eh?
Yeah.
I'm not. I wouldn't say no, but I have had a lot of concussions.
Yeah.
But I don't like the symptoms that I was hearing today about Shane going through all the cold stuff and stabbing pains in the head and things. I don't get any
Different.
Yeah, I think mine was mostly just it was induced psychosis. It was a drug-induced psychosis, and I was afraid that it was CTE because Billy started to come out when I was going through it.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, holy shit, maybe that's me too.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, when Billy's stuff came out, man, because I was watching it. I was watching him posting all the stuff before that, and doing the cold plunges and taking his little pills.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, that's now that I'm going through something like that.
Yeah.
And he was walking around at night time. He couldn't go to sleep.
No, running. Yeah.
And the insomnia stuff. I just started going, oh man, poor Billy. Oh, whoa. But I already was like that before I was going through the mental health. I just thought, oh man, Billy got in far out, because he's around our age, eh? Yeah, and he always was taking contracts from me.
Yeah, nice.
So it's like, man. So he was mouldy All Blacks and all that. And
Oh, mate, you've been on fire. Well, we have gone to the Instagram for some questions.
Oh.
You've answered most of them.
True.
Favourite coach and why?
It's a toss-up between Nigel Hotham and Colin Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Both of them.
Yeah.
They're about the same thing, you know. They build belief in people
Mm.
in the individual. And when you have individuals that believe in themselves, you know, the potential is endless for the team especially. It creates a positive environment where people are thriving, and they do it so well with their words and with their actions. They lead by example. And those are the kinds of coaches that, you know, I talked about Coops leaving, you know, telling us to leave footprints on the younger generation, and he's done that with us, and so has Nigel. And you can tell it's coming from here, like it's from the heart. So, yeah, that's why they're my favourite coaches.
That's cool. Okay, favourite player to play with?
Oh, favourite player to play with. I'll just say my brother.
I was going to say, it'll be filthy if it's not.
Yeah. But other than Declan, probably Waisake Naholo.
Oh, yeah.
Just, you know, the
Spotty
speed.
dogs, mate.
Yeah, spotty dogs. Just his speed, everything. I really looked after him and the work he done off the field too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really taught me heaps of things, and we lived together there in 56 Seaview Road.
Oh,
Yeah,
what a spot.
the old flat. So yeah, he used to get me out of the house going for long runs and stuff. And he loved Weiss.
Yeah, cool. Okay, two more. How would he like to be remembered?
How would I like to be remembered? Just as a good person.
Mm.
Yeah, somebody that ready to listen and there for you. Yeah.
Like it. Okay, best piece of advice for a Woodlad listener. Last one.
Best piece of advice: be yourself. Yeah, get comfortable in your own skin. When you're yourself, you got to be confident. So never be afraid to be yourself.
Oh,
Yeah,
powerful, mate. And you've been through that journey of not being yourself to going through what you have, and look at you now, mate. Coming on a podcast and being as vulnerable as I've ever seen on a podcast. And
True.
mate, I appreciate you giving us your honest story. And geez, what you've gone through has been pretty powerful to hear. You've had your tough times for sure.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure you look after yourself. Obviously been through a lot. So, but I appreciate you coming on and sharing, because I know plenty of people will be able to relate to a lot of that stuff in there. So keep doing your thing, man.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you very much, bro.
You're a lad.
I'm a lad, officially.
Well, there you have it. Thanks to Betcha for bringing you this episode. If you enjoyed it, please let me know what you thought of it in the comments.